So I know it's been a while since I last made a video. My life is dramatic. That's all I have to say about my life. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am, so if you're wondering why I say my life is dramatic, okay, so I have actually been given a gag order indirectly, and for my life's sake, because I want to stay alive for a little bit longer, I'm not going to talk about it at all, at least on this very public video. So, yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I have not made videos for a while because I was, I guess, sort of emotionally invested in a guy. So anyways, but I'll get to that later. What it is that, so last you heard, or according to these videos, I went ahead and there's this guy who found out that me and someone else were, involved, I guess. Yeah, I would definitely say involved. Well, he thought it was like, hey, full-on sex, or, you know, whatever. Again, I'm still a virgin. And it's like, okay, dear sir, like, you don't know the details. I just said that I'm meeting up with someone tonight. So, anyways, I think I really need a shave again. But anyways, after that, he figured out who it was. And he decided to basically, he asked at one point, hey, how was last night? And then later on, I was working the cut line, or the oven, basically. And he went ahead and went behind me and, like, rubbed his groin against me. And it's like, I don't think that's appropriate at all. So he did that, and then the other part was I left for a while, and then whenever I came, like, he didn't rub his groin against my butt just once, but it was multiple times. And I'm like, dear sir, like, you know, you should not be doing this. And I told him, like, straight up, do not touch me again. He's like, oh, you know, we're busy, it was just 11 week cool. And he tried to do, like, a handshake that we've done. And I was like, no, like, don't touch me, like, period. And then at that point, he realized I was serious and do not fucking touch me, like, period. Like, no, that's, okay. So anyways, after that, I let the managers know. They took care of it, in terms of sidelines. And in my case, like, I won't, so just to clarify, I'm usually not petty. I will go ahead and take care of whatever. So, like, if a guy is making, or, like, consistently asking me to go out or something, then, and especially if I'm, like, I'm not interested at all, then it's like, okay, like, bye. Just see you later, bye. So, yeah, in this case, I was like, I am extremely pissed, to let you know. I'm extremely pissed. And so I, like, am fully aware of some of the stuff that he's done at work. And I was not happy with it. So, well, with the fact that he decided, I'm going to go ahead and rub my groin against you. So in my case, my pettiness will come through, I will go ahead and cuss you out. I will call you every single name in the book. Or if, like, in this case, unfortunately, gag order is in place. So I can't say much more than that. I just know like a few different details and such. So because of everything, I am now at a different location altogether. Not in another, anyways, I'm at a different location. And the reason why is just, I'm trying to think of what I can tell. Actually, I don't feel comfortable saying anything more about it. I'm just at a different location. And I have been given a gag order and damn it, like the street is closed. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm headed to Walmart and this stupid street is closed, and for whatever reason Google keeps leading me down this stupid street and I can't go down it. And this is like the third or fourth time, and I'm just like, I can't. So annoyed. So annoyed. I can't enter it at all. So I'm gonna wait for these people to pass me. Or not. I don't know. They might be waiting for me. Okay, yeah, they kind of are waiting for me. So, anyways, and Google is saying to turn around. So, anyways, I am now, due to reasons, working at a completely different location. And again, I cannot talk about it, so yay. And I know usually I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about it. In this case, this is an ongoing thing, so I don't feel comfortable talking about it. Yeah. And yeah. So overall, the situation between me and the guy, I told him very vaguely that basically I was looking at moving to another state. I did let him know which state it was, simply because I was like, okay, I need to escape. But then also I didn't explain to him that I was looking at maybe finding someone up there in order to marry, hopefully. He became, it took him, at first he was okay. He didn't really react. At first he was okay. And then after like maybe a week or two, he just was like really depressed. And I'm just like, what is wrong? Like, what is wrong? Like, I don't understand. Why are you being depressed? Okay, good. So yeah, my reaction was, what is wrong? And he's like, I just want you to be happy. I'm like, I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, I just want you to be happy. I'm like, I don't know what that means. So finally, like, I figured it out in my own way. He posted a song in regards to like, fall in love with me and like, stay here, basically. And I was like, oh, I'm so tired of these like subtle things of like giving hints. I'm so over it. But anyways, I got the hint. I was like, okay, so he wants me to stay. Cool, I can do that. I do not mind, because like my whole thing was I'm moving to another state for like to hopefully one day get married. So anyways, he I tell him, hey, I think I'll go ahead and stay here because honestly, this is the truth. Part of me was like, I'm feeling anxious because I don't have much money, and I don't have much money saved back, and I have all this debt. And so I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with that. And I still haven't found a job, and to find a job in usually another state, like, it's better if you live in that state. And then they're like more likely to hire you. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. It's almost 3. It's like 3:30 right now. So anyways, that happened. I thought he went ahead and blabbed. So this is where the guy comes in. The guy and so the morning manager is the one that I'm kind of interested in. The night manager is the one who, like, is interested in me, but extremely disrespectful. So I went ahead. What did I end up doing? I went ahead and told him, I cut off contact. I was like, we can't talk anymore. He becomes distraught and panicked. I was like, wait a minute. He sent me a message. He's like, okay, it doesn't really matter. And suddenly, next thing I know, he just panics. I mean, he still works, but he kind of panics type deal. Where the heck is this? Okay. So he panics, and I'm like, I feel so bad for you, dude. Like, you actually are interested in me. Okay. So I went ahead and, like, was there, and then he's like, okay, it's just because of this situation. I explained to him the situation. It's like, okay, yep, we're good. So then later on, I put the pieces together and realized that the night manager was like, oh yeah, so-and-so told me that you two are meeting up late at night. Basically, the night manager just put the pieces together. Nobody told him, like, who or what we're doing or nothing like that. And so it wasn't until later that I put that together, and I was like, I don't know how much I can trust the morning manager overall. And so I found out or realized that the morning manager was someone I could trust, basically. And that basically if I asked him to do something or not do something, he would or would not do that thing. So I was like, okay, we're good. Like, we're safe, we're kosher or whatever. So we're good. And so, like, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and rebuild this thing. Well, during that time, he decided to start talking to someone else, not meet up with them, just talk. And so I'm like, maybe, I don't know. So he decided to meet up with them, or not meet up with them, just sort of talk. And then, this past Friday, I was told Saturday to go ahead and go to another location. I was upset and distraught. From what it sounded like, I'm gonna say what has officially been told to me. Since again, I don't feel comfortable saying much else. What's officially been told to me is that I am there basically permanently in order to not live another life, but like in order to rebuild or do things that how far up in the company I want to go, basically, and learning everything and such. So that is what has officially been told to me. So as of right now, and then it took me until Sunday because they know I'm smart. Like, they know I'm smart. And from what I could tell, like, they want to make me a manager, but I've been like shortly after I got there, I was like, I don't want to be a manager, because I'm like, I don't want to wash my hands a dozen times. But turns out they have gloves and like other things. So I'm like, okay, I think I can tolerate this. So yeah, they do want to make me a manager, and so I'm going to see about becoming a manager. And again, officially, like, I am there permanently, officially. I'll just to leave it as vague as possible. So because of that, I am just going to, and actually, honestly, I'm, based upon everything, I'm actually okay with all of this information. I smell weed and I have a headache now. Yay, again. I don't like weed. I hate weed with a burning passion. Excuse the pun. So yeah, I think honestly I'm okay. Aside from I'm hungry also. I really need. Yeah, so overall I'm okay with with everything, basically. So yeah. What will happen in the future? So yeah. Anyways, I went ahead and I left, and I was distraught until like Sunday. I finally put the pieces together of everything. I just need to see something visually, and then whenever I saw it visually, I was like, so this is what's happening. Okay. And like everything lined up. I was like, there we go. So yeah, it took me some time, which is the most frustrating part of my life, is that it took time to figure it out. But they knew I would eventually figure it out, so yay. There we go. But yeah, so as of right now, from what I can tell, like, everyone at the other store, whenever my transfer paper was brought out, I saw it, read it, signed it. All the other managers, because they're managers, they read the transfer paper, and that basically, according to that paper, I am there indefinitely, to start a new life. And so I was not happy. The morning manager read it. The night manager was not there, thankfully. The morning manager read it, and I realized he read it as soon as I heard him say, wow. However, because I am no longer there, from what I can tell, he has decided to go after someone else, fully and officially and whatever else. And I am so done with those games. Like, I'm too old. And honestly, like, from what I can tell, he actually did kind of care about me. Because I was like, yeah, I want kids, and from what I can tell, he also really wants a family. Well, I told him about the fact that the older I become, the less likely I will be able to have kids. And so he withdrew. And before that, he was actually like, what was his thing? Oh, we still need to go there. He was actually like, yeah, looking at what he was doing. I'm looking for my credit card or debit card, see if I can find it. What he was actually looking at doing, I think, is that he was looking at finding a place to rent with him and a friend of his, and then he actually suggested that I also move in with them. So yeah, that I also move in with them. So basically and it wasn't like, hey, let's go ahead and impulsively do this. It's like, hey, he understands that I live in my car, and it was one of the sweetest things that someone has done, where they're living a life in which they are, yeah, they're living life, and they're like, you know what, this is someone that I could potentially see a future with. And he's like, okay, I'm going to move out of my grandparents' house, and me and a friend of mine go ahead and move in together and then me have my own room. And from what he's told me, he respects the fact that I'm like, I refuse to have sex until after I get married, and he respects that. But right now he's going after someone else, so I don't have time for those games anymore. I'm too old and too tired, and just want someone who actually wants me. So, yeah. But at least for a little while, it was one of the sweetest things that someone had done for me, or has done for me, so, yeah. Especially since I hope to move into a place by, like, before it gets winter. But, yeah, as you can tell, I was being delusional, and no one actually cares for me, so who cares? Who gives a fuck? But I explained how much I could potentially, like, contribute. So yeah, but as of right now, from what I can tell, the Domino's wants to promote me, so I'm gonna see about getting into manager. I have no idea how high they want to move me. Exactly. I know regular manager, maybe store manager. I don't know. So, yeah. But it was a nice sentiment. Basically, where a guy is like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and rent out a place. And then I told him, like, yeah, the chances of me having kids is smaller. He is at least a year younger than I am. So the chances of him finding someone who's younger is a lot better, and the chances of him having kids is a lot better than mine. So I wish him well. The other lady that he's interested in is a little bit younger than me, below 35. So yeah, I wish him well. He doesn't know, like, it took me until Sunday to figure everything out, and then whenever I figured everything out, like, I was like, I'm okay. I unfortunately can't tell him, because of, basically the gag order. So, yeah, I can't tell him what's going on, or anything like that, so, yeah. I'll probably explain it to him, like everything, or as much as possible whenever I get back, or when everything is done, because I can't tell him what's going on. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go inside Walmart. I'm going to get some bottles of water and then probably some other stuff. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll do another video either today, but it's already kind of late-ish. I have work at 5. Either today, or I'll do another video. When could I do another video? Well, I'll do videos later on tonight, and then I'll post them up tomorrow. Since I'll do 2 days. I'll have to do it like 8:30, 9 a.m. Ish, I think, or maybe like 1. So yeah, I'll have to do it like that. Because I'll be hanging out with a friend maybe about 10 a.m. and then I'll be going into work about 2 p.m. So, yeah. Anyways, it's a lot. It's a lot, and unfortunately I can't tell him everything, and one of the things that I said I'm like looking for is loyalty, and yeah. I had such high hopes, like really, really high hopes. And you know what? What's kind of nice is that even though he's a little younger than me, he's again at least a year younger than me. It's kind of nice knowing that some men are not intimidated by women who are older than them, and they actually find women who are older than them very attractive. So I'm like, really? So yeah, I overall do appreciate it. And it's a self-esteem, self-confidence booster, I'll admit. Because before I was like, I'm undesirable. Now I'm like, oh yeah, I know, I'm definitely desirable. So yeah, I'm reassured, comforted, so yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I'll respond to all the videos, posts, all that jazz. Sometime in the near future. I don't know when exactly. Sometime in the near future. So yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.